tour. Elevation gain is pine. Fascinating, this area here. Inside. Let's see if it'll come in. Oh, I got it. Oh, there's an arch too up there. Bummer. It's okay. Need to restart the computer. Oh, and that is. But this is McKittrick Canyon, Guadalupe National Park Service. Looks like we're going into that canyon there, I would guess. And over here is Guadalupe Mountains. So, beautiful day. Early, it's gonna be warm, I think. Visitor center though is closed, but looks like it has some decent parking here, and we'll face the
We built this stone cabin in 1930. We built that at the junction of North McKittrick and South McKittrick. That's about 2 miles up from the mouth of the canyon. Beautiful pool there at that time. What makes the canyon geologically important is the Capitan Barrier Reef, the shores of Central America, are coral reefs. The Capitan Barrier Reef is formed of these reef-building creatures, but they're not corals. They're formed in Permian time. In other words, it formed 245 to 250 million years ago. There it's formed.
Probably would be better to come in during autumn when the leaves change, because there's maple trees right here. Huh. McKittrick Canyon, Nature Loop, Permian Reef to the right. That's up ahead, I guess. We'll do Permian Reef, I think in two days. It's a little bit of a longer hike. Okay, hello world, hello future self. We are on another adventure into McKittrick Canyon of the Guadalupe National Park. Let's come down through the United States and southern New Mexico, western Texas area, which is right over here, And we're coming down into the Guadalupe Mountains. You can see Carlsbad up above, Carlsbad Caverns, which we did a few days ago. And we're coming down into the McKittrick Canyon, which is, follow the red line here, follow the stream. Beautiful area, McKittrick Ridge, wilderness area. You kind of zigzag up to the top of this notch here, and you can come across the top and camp up in this area and continue on all the way across. That'd be nice, but I bet it'd be hot. All right, let's begin the tour. Elevation gain is 880 to the 4-mile mark, which is what we're doing today. I'll kind of keep the mile mark here. The arrow will be popping up. You do cross the stream. At this point there was no water. I didn't see any water until I got a little bit higher. Across the stream, looks like, how many is that? Twice already? 3. I think we saw water here, as you can see right here in the picture. As water starts to show it a little bit. 4 times crossing. I think it's 4. 5. Some of these areas you didn't see any water, and then all of a sudden you see water. 6, 7. You cross it 8 times now. There's the Pratt Cabin. As we keep going through the canyon here, you can see the steep walls on the left. As the stream eroded through the Capitol Reef, Permian Reef times. Didn't see any fossils though. I guess I didn't look close enough. Here's the Grotto area, and then I went up another mile or so, which got us to about 4 miles. Actually, it's 3.9 according to this. So it's going to be a fairly level, easy hike. Approximately, looks like a little less than 7 minutes. 7 miles. Look at these cool trees. Are these manzanita? Huh. I think so, according to that video. There are manzanita all along here. We'll find out. I love these manzanita. Look at that. That color is amazing. Out here, contrast to the desert area. It's got juniper here, Corsiaca. Crossing the river, or stream. And then it goes up. All right, we are at 1 mile already. It's been flat, gravelly. As you can see here, nice vegetation here. Looking back. Thought I could hear water. I didn't see any water though down on the other side there, so I guess maybe it sinks in. I don't know. I'll check it out on the way back. Nice. Breezy a little bit in the shade here. Cool. You can see the calcium built up according to the video. It's nice. It's gonna be a nice walk on the way back. It'll be sunny. Get to see inside the water there. Cool. Some big trees. Then you have the juniper. And believe it or not, these are maple trees, the ones that are dried out. Yes, maple, according to the video. And I can tell by the leaves. Look at that reef up there. Heading up there tomorrow, 2 days from now. Kind of neat. You got to cross the river a little bit here. These dry bushes here are oak. I just looked it up. I thought they were maple, but they're oak. I'm sure there's maple here, but they probably don't have any leaves. And I can't tell. So this is another river crossing, but no water. This tells me that these rocks are piled pretty high, and the river or the creek percolates underneath us. Because half mile back, we were crossing the water. So cool. This would be a longer river crossing if the water was flowing pretty high. We are at 1.93. So oh wow. I'll see this on the way back, but look at this guy. Nice big old. Okay, we are at split 2. Just want to say here, I think these are pine. It's amazing how we've moved different types of trees here. I'll check the elevation in a minute. Again, 2 mile. Looks like the boundary point or entry to the Pratt Lodge right here, and man-made wall. Oh yeah. Escape to his castle way out here. You see how the river has carved this area here over the years. Okay, we're at 3 miles. Little oak grove. I'm looking, probably looks like north. And then we kind of go up the river there. Probably another half mile-ish before we get to the grotto. And then you have this nice, I want to say yucca, but I think it's a soto or soto, something like that. With soto, cactus, pine, oak, riverbed, nice mountains, Guadalupe, crazy. Varieties of cactus, oak, pine. Fascinating, this area here. Still about probably less than half mile to the grotto. The Guadalupe Mountains in the background there. So here we are in the grotto. I thought it'd be a lot bigger, of course, but this is it. It's called the Grotto. And then we'll hike up a little bit farther in the area. We'll go and sit inside here. And fellow hikers said that there's some, you can hear the water percolating through here. Wow. This looks like it even has a natural bench for us. You can tell they don't maintain this one here, but a lot of pieces. You can tell people have been in here. Let's see how you can zoom in here and see the deep down in there. Because if you're a really small person, you can climb up in there. See some of the stalactites and stalagmites connected here. Different perspective to when you turn around here. Wow. Oops, sorry, I almost fell over. It's a cool deposit. Cool natural tables here. I like it. Look at this. Natural slabs. Oh, looks like this place gets busy. Lots of tables. Lots of sitting areas. We'll go down here. Apparently there's a cabin over here called the Hunter's Cabin, which I don't know what that is. Okay, here we go. We're doing a drone. Okay, here we are. Split 4, Guadalupe. Probably at the edge of this range here. We went past the grotto. Working our way up. Sorry, this is as far as I'll go though today. You can see the trail literally right there. It zigzags up, switch back. Look at this view though. Then you have your pines and your ponderosas, he called them, fellow hiker. And those soto cactus, those are part of the asparagus family, according to knowledgeable hiker. I wanted to get a different view here of this valley here. Impressive, huh? Oh, there's an arch too up there. Bummer. It's okay. Okay, we're kind of in the bush here, but this is mile 5. I'll see if I can get some of the mountains through the trees here, through the oaks and pine. Mile 5 total. Okay, we're walking into the lodge here. I think this is that Pratt Lodge. Little driveway here. Oh, there's 2 little shacks. Huh, interesting. Here we go. We'll go to the one on the right first. Check it out. Some pipes here on the ground. Looks like for water, probably. Figure out the history on this place later. That roof. Slate. Nice rock there. Oh, it's like a garage. Oh, look at that view, huh? You're way out here, but the views are amazing. We'll go around this way first. Take a look inside. Let's see if it'll come in. There we go. Oh, I got a glare, but it's okay. All right, here we are, mile 6 in the riverbed. Mile 6 total, that is. Okay, hello world, hello future self. Here we are again on a nice hike, McKittrick Canyon Trail in Guadalupe Mountains National Park. One of the most stunning hikes, I would say. Yes. It's very nice because it's in contrast to the desert, the surrounding desert. Famous for its vibrant autumn colors that peak in late October and November. This riparian oasis. Yes, I would say it's a good, nice oasis. Provides a stark, beautiful contrast to the surrounding Chihuahuans. It's amazing, and it was never built up before the national park days. It is a day hike, day use only, so I was at the gate 7:30 waiting for the gates to open at 8. And then there's a time difference too, so you got to figure that one out as well if you're coming in from Carlsbad. And you got to be out of the park by 5. So it's a get up there, get back, or get up there and stay up there. The Guadalupe Mountains, that is. All right, here we are. There's the Pratt Canyon, a Pratt Cabin that you can go to. The video shows a little bit of it. I'll walk through it on the way back. Again, it's the shortest of the hikes. The Grotto and Hunter Line Shack, a little bit farther out. And then if you wanted to do the notch, which I got about a mile prior to it, unfortunately I didn't make it up to the notch, or you can go all the way up to the top, 15 plus miles, and that's up at the top. The terrain video, the terrain brief shows the tops of the mountains there. All right, parking fee, of course, national park fees are required. No potable water along the route. There's a restroom at the visitor center. It's a small visitor center. Just a few pamphlets. Who was McKittrick? Of course, McKittrick refers to Felix McKittrick, an early European settler and cattle rustler who acquired the land in 1869. He was an early settler, one of the first non-indigenous people to establish presence in the rugged Guadalupe Mountains. First guy, huh? He worked and grazed cattle near the mouth of the canyon during the late 1860s and 70s. The legend, very little written record remains of his life, but oral tradition and historical maps solidified his name on the canyon landscape. Okay, let's see, McKittrick Canyon, desert oasis. Yes, I would say it's a unique riparian, water-rich ecosystem. The perennial crystal clear stream allows lush vegetation to grow in the middle of the Chihuahuan Desert. Think about that, lush vegetation in the middle of the Chihuahuan Desert. That's cool, an oasis. I like that. An ancient fossil reef, of course, it cuts through the Capitol Reef, a cross section of it. Geologists love this place. It's the most beautiful spot in Texas, East Texas, at least according to the National Park Service. Let's see. The land was later bought by petroleum geologist Pratt and then a rancher hunter. So they both have little areas marked in this canyon. Some of the wildlife. Okay, we have trout. I didn't see any, of course. Sunfish, Rio Grande, leopard frogs. I think up towards the Hunter and Grotto area, there's like a marshy area. I bet you can hear the frogs at night or a certain time of the year. Of course, you got big animals, big four-legged animals walking around. Javelinas, mountain lions, yikes, and bears. Sometimes I think about mountain lions when I'm out there. Kind of scare myself. A little too much. Okay, let's see. There's falcons, of course, and wrens. And the reptiles, tarantulas. You know, I haven't seen a real tarantula, other than in a zoo or some kind of glass case.
Of species that inhabit that region. Guadalupe Mountains National Park has many significant and distinctive environmental qualities within this extremely rugged landscape that provide opportunity for unique and contrasting life zones to occur.
Encompassed within McKittrick Canyon are a large number of different habitats, such as woodland savannas, characterized by semi-open tree canopies, mixed shrubland, where small to medium-sized woody plants are most prevalent, and herbaceous wetland, where water is often present and forbs and graminoids dominate. The large number of distinct communities within the Guadalupe Mountains results in many transitional zones, where two communities border and overlap one another, resulting in remarkable species richness. As you explore the depths of McKittrick Canyon, observe an ecosystem teeming with life, from 700-pound elk to tiny aquatic organisms within McKittrick Creek.
Okay, that was a nice, almost 8 miles even. In a couple days we'll be heading up to the top there, which is the Permian Reef. So hopefully we'll see it's a reef, so maybe we'll see a lot of fossils. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, that was fun.